Alright, I'm going to talk about the Hag here. She's one of my favorite killers. I love all the DBD killers. Special place in my heart for the Hag, but everything I learned, well, a lot of what I've learned about the Hag and how to play her effectively, I've learned from Space Coconut. And right now I'm just setting traps. I'm putting them in places where I think potential loops could happen. Generally when I spawn, I just place one where I'm at because I never know how quick first 4 gens are going to fire off. It could be one right after the other. So yeah, run generally by pallets. It's always good. Learn that from Space Coconut, yes. I highly suggest you check them out if you want to learn how to play the Hag effectively. Make some strange decisions in this. Not very logical. Not particularly this, but well, I do engage in a chase, and I still have 5 traps to put down, so I generally don't do this, but she set it off, so I'm gonna chase her. Get her on a hook. But that wasn't quite the mistake I was referring to. There's some decisions I make later on that are kind of odd. Dumb is another way to say it. So then, yeah, I try to trap the path that someone might take on the way to go get her. I generally will give people a chance and not set one right by them by the hook, unless I know that they're playing with microphones, and I have no problems doing things like that. So I like to give people a chance to get off the hook and also not tunnel the person that does the unhook, which is very easy to do with the Hag. I mean, if somebody wants to do overkill, it's very easy to do with the Hag. I mean, she is very powerful. That's a strange place to put one, but I put it there anyway, next to a gen, because it's a little bit predictable. Quite a bit predictable, actually, with the Hag. What I try to do is keep people on their toes of where I put these unpredictable spots. This is a good spot. At the bottom of the stairs here is really good too, in the corner, because it's going to force them to turn their head to that way, called flicking, I guess. And popular loot to this house, so Hag is no slouch in this experience. These people are rank 4, 5, or no, 5, 6, and 2 15s. I don't know. They're all Megs, that's all I know, and they're in a party, so. But they didn't seem too much of a threat, so I kind of went easy on them a bit. The Hag can effectively end matches in like 5 minutes if she really goes all out. But that doesn't mean I don't lose these matches either. I lose quite a bit also. But she is the only killer I've gotten rank 1, and I had no problems getting there. And I think a lot of the other killers will struggle getting there and staying there. They can get there, but I don't think they can stay there. But you know, maybe some people can pull that shit off. I can't. Yeah, I put one there because I figured she's going to jump down. I miscalculated where the opening to the hill was. Now the traps are firing off. Yeah, these people aren't real effective at chases. I would chalk it up to inexperience. Although I think the 2 high rank ones are good at chases. So it was probably a good idea to chase her down. Because I was close enough. If I'm close, then I will initiate a chase, but generally Hag is not a chaser. So, and then I have barbecue and chili. I didn't really start paying attention to it until halfway through the match. It's always good to gauge where people are, even if I don't go out there to see them. But I can put traps between them and the hook, because I know that's a path they'll be taking. See, I ignore the person who gets hooked. That's a rarity among killers. But if they set off my traps like that, I'm going to take advantage. Yeah, this one's pretty good at chases. She does some good dodging, I believe. I don't know, maybe I'm thinking of somebody else. I don't know. Not much you can do against these killers, I don't think. Some people are good at leaping. I'm not real outstanding with it. Pretty bad at time, actually. At times. So no trap buyer, because I don't really feel like I'm being threatened too much. So I'll let her get the safe unhook. Or her teammate get a safe unhook. That's a little... That pushes the action a bit. For some reason they weren't really doing gens a whole lot as quick as they could have. Just watched a Marth88 video and he says that the tends to agree if survivors just do gens, they will escape a lot, I think is his gag words. I could be wrong. But I mean, that's... Survivors really do have a lot more power than they give themselves the ability to have. Yeah, this is a little bit odd that I'm chasing her down, because it's really not necessary. Well, I don't know. No, I'm thinking of a different chases. When it comes later, it's spent way too long in it. Do have all the traps down, though, which is always in the hag's best interest to keep that shit everywhere and spread out. I'd never surround one spot with more than one. I mean, with the traps, I just put one trap down and that's sufficient. Otherwise, it's just a waste of traps. Giving something like space coconut. Yeah, this is the fun part. What I like to do with the hag, right around this point in the game, is just create chaos. Nothing wrong with creating it sooner, but by this point, the survivors may have developed a sense of confidence about what's going on, because I haven't been overwhelming yet. I haven't tried to be overwhelming, but now, since there's one gen left, I'm going to start trying to overwhelm them and react to every trap and get people on the ground as quick as possible. And it's fun. I just love it. I love the chaos. So here comes number 3 on the ground. Whoops, what the hell was that? Yeah, I remember that. Number 3 on the ground. So, gonna get one on the hook. While the other one is... See, this completely stops all gen rush. Or gen doing ability. Get that out of the way. I generally try to get those out of the way as quick as possible. If I don't have time to do it, I'll just put a trap down on one side of it, because somebody will be taking advantage of sliding over it. So now there's 2 loose. I got 4 traps, which I need to get on the ground right quick. I see where those 2 are. Got somebody on a hook. What I could have done was put a trap here. Not necessary. I'm gonna let her go ahead and get that unhooked. Get this other person. Yeah, they had a chance to get it healed. I generally give them the choice. I mean, if she would have went across the map, she would have been safe, but she decided to stay there. I don't feel like I'm tunneling. I hate camping and tunneling so much that I try very hard not to do it myself as killer. So I see those 2 screwballs down there healing under the hook, which is fairly common. Or very close to the hook, if I'm seeing that correctly, yeah. Which is a good reason why Make Your Choice is a good perk, for the hag especially. If you are teleporting to the hook, though, that is. So these are all 4 megs, so I have no idea who was just hooked and who wasn't. Gets a little confusing, and I don't feel obligated to keep track of that when it's all for the same character. So, that's a good spot. Random spots for traps with the hag are always good. Out in the open, clearing up areas where somebody might run through. I feel like the 3 perks, Nurse's Calling, Minor Interviews, Barbecue and Chili are essential. 4th one being random. I like Mad Grit, because I do encounter a lot of SWF groups who are playing their usual antics. It's great against that. There's the hatch. I let her get the unhook because I feel it's in all 3 of our best interests. She gets a chance to live. She gets some extra points. And I get to down and hook somebody again. I get her on a hook. And she's immediately dead. I know where the hatch is, so I'm going to go look at it. If she's not there, I'm going to put traps around it. In any case, I was going to give her... I always give the last person the hatch if I know where it is. I was going to trap it up if she wasn't there. Just for the fun challenge of trying to teleport and grab her before she gets in. But then I always give it to him anyway. Like I said, it was rank 5, 6, and 2 15s. Fun game. I love the hag. Love her.